The following is a presentation of the St. Louis Chess Club.
Your hosts for tonight's show, please welcome Amy Marks-Kors and Debbie Monterey.
Everyone looks so beautiful. Good evening. I'm Amy Marks-Kors from KMOX, and you may recognize my voice as a co-host on the show alongside Chris Ranji. On behalf of the St. Louis Chess Club and World Chess Hall of Fame, welcome to the 6th annual Strategy Across the Board Gala.
And thank you, yes. Applause for Amy, she's fantastic. I'm Debbie Monterey. You may also recognize my voice as well as the host of Total Information AM on KMOX. And we would just like to thank all of you for being here tonight, all of you here in the room, and all of you at home across the world. We're so happy to be with you here tonight. In fact, apparently the Chess Club and the World Chess Hall of Fame liked us enough doing this last year that they invited us back again. So we're really pleased to be here with all of you tonight. And Amy has really been working on her chess game over the last year.
I've been working really hard. I made a lot of improvements, which is not saying much, but...
Yes, if you want to feel better about your chess game, please play me. Before we get started this evening, though, we would like to definitely recognize our presenting sponsors.
First and foremost, Dr. Jeannie Karen Sinkfield and Rex Sinkfield, co-founders of the St. Louis Chess Club. Thank you. Thank you for your contributions and visions of chess in St. Louis and around the world. Let's give them a round of applause for what they have done for chess in St. Louis. And perhaps we can stand to recognize them as well.
Also, Edward Jones has been a loyal supporter of the St. Louis Chess Club since 2015. We really appreciate Edward Jones' support, and by the way, congratulations on Edward Jones being the Corporate Chess League champions once again for the 2022 Fall League. We would like to recognize 3 other qualifying teams, many of which are here with us tonight, including Worldwide Technology, Enterprise, and Doherty Business Solutions. Would all of the members of the Corporate Chess League please stand up? All right, I see some people standing. Congratulations and thank you. And again, thank you to Edward Jones for all that you do, and congratulations once again. Next, we would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Ascension, who has been a stakeholder in creating their own program that has been in existence, a program that has been implemented in multiple schools in the Ferguson-Florissant School District under the Your Move Chess program. It's a partnership between Ascension and the Chess Club for the past 8 years. A special thanks especially to the Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer and Communications Officer, Nick Ragone, for making chess a success in the Ferguson-Florissant School District, serving more than 4,000 students to date. We truly appreciate your support. And Nick, where are you? There's Nick. Congratulations and thank you.
SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, thanks to your support and enthusiasm about chess, Cardinal Glennon and the St. Louis Chess Campus have developed a partnership bringing chess to patients at Cardinal Glennon. This partnership serves as a mentorship for kids wanting to learn how to play chess. The St. Louis Chess Campus aims to serve as many people as possible, and this is one more avenue to reaching children. And a very special thank you to Stephen Berghart, president of Cardinal Glennon, for chairing our event tonight. Stephen, would you please stand? There he is. Thank you to all of our generous donors here tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated. So before we begin dinner, just a reminder that the silent auction will close at 8 p.m. There will not be a formal announcement, so please keep an eye on your mobile phones and get your bids in. We do have a great program planned for you tonight, so enjoy your dinner, and we will be back shortly.
Thank you.
Once again, please welcome to the stage Amy Marks-Kors and Debbie Monterey.
Welcome back to Strategy Across the Board. Before I bring our gala chair to the stage, we would like to recognize some very important guests that are with us here tonight. First and foremost, Dr. Jeannie Cairns-Sinkfield and Rex Sinkfield. Again, thank you so much for your support here tonight, not just for chess, but for the city of St. Louis and beyond. We do have, you're all all-stars, you're all super wonderful, and we're so glad you're with us here tonight, but we really have some folks that we want to point out to you who are with us here, including Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe and Claudia Kehoe with us this evening. Lieutenant Governor and Mrs. Kehoe, thank you so much for being with us here tonight, and thank you for your support. Also with us tonight, this gentleman needs no introduction. He is a 13-time Gold Glove Award winner, a 15-time All-Star, and arguably the best defensive shortstop ever. Would you please welcome St. Louis Cardinals shortstop and Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, Ozzie Smith, with us tonight. And since we're on the baseball theme, John Costello. John is a former relief pitcher in Major League Baseball who played with the St. Louis Cardinals from 1988 to 1990, also with the Montreal Expos and San Diego Padres. John, thank you for being with us tonight. And we have a few Grandmasters in the room with us tonight, of course. So when I announce your name, would you please stand? We have a goat in the room with us tonight. The good kind of goat, of course. Grandmaster Judit Polgar, greatest of all time female chess player, and universally recognized as the strongest female chess player of all time. Great to see you here. Grandmaster Fabiano Caruana, as St. Louis resident, 2018 World Championship contender, and two-time U.S. chess champion, as well as this year's American Cup and Chess 9LX champion, Fabiano Caruana. Grandmaster Lenier Dominguez, a 5-time Cuban chess champion who moved from Cuba to St. Louis in 2018 to play for the United States. Since changing federations to the U.S., he has been a regular contender in the U.S. Chess Championships and the Grand Chess Tour. Grandmaster Var Akobian. I'm not sure where Var is. There's Var. Also a St. Louis resident and one of the best American chess players. He's represented the United States in several Olympiads and United States championships. Grandmaster Levan Aronian. He recently changed federations from Armenia to the United States and has also made St. Louis his home. Grandmaster Christian Sharilia, Mizzou chess coach and St. Louis Chess Club commentator. Grandmaster Alejandro Ramirez, SLU chess coach and St. Louis Chess Club commentator. Ray Robson, St. Louis local, Webster alum, and elite Grandmaster with a rating over 2,700. Where's Ray? Let's applaud for him, even though we can't quite see him. Grandmaster Alex Yermolinsky, two-time U.S. champion and U.S. Chess Hall of Fame inductee. Tatev Abrahamian, Armenian woman grandmaster who's represented the United States in several Olympiads and U.S. Women's Championships. We also have members of the St. Louis University Collegiate Chess Team with us. Would you stand so we know where you are tonight? There we go. Thank you for being here. We also have a number of educators with us tonight, all of whom have chess programs in their schools. Educators, please stand up so we can recognize you. All right. I'd also like to recognize all of our board members from the St. Louis Chess Club and the World Chess Club Hall of Fame. Would our board members please stand? Board members, thank you. Also, all of the people who made it possible for us to be here tonight, the event committee members who gave so generously of their time and efforts to make the 6th annual strategy across the board possible. Event committee members, please stand so we can thank you for this beautiful room and this beautiful evening.
We truly are in the presence. We truly are in the presence of greatness tonight. And now I'd like to introduce you to someone who has been instrumental in making this event such a success. President of SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, Stephen Burghardt. Stephen Burghardt serves as the president of SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital ranks among the nation's top children's hospitals in U.S. News and World Report. Burghardt graduated from Baylor University and earned his master's degree in healthcare administration from Trinity University. Burghardt is a 3-time winner of Becker's 40 Under 40 Hospital Executive Rising Stars, and he is involved with community organizations and boards, including Ukulele Kids Club, Unity Foundation, and Children's Hospital Association, Education, and Communication. So please, a round of applause for Stephen Burghardt.
Thank you. It is a real pleasure to be here, and I also want to thank, I have a whole table of friends, family, and our team at Cardinal Glennon over here at table 8. And I really want to recognize the team of healthcare givers, because if you didn't know, there's a pandemic on, and it's really impacted what we do for a living. And to say that the team has not only persevered, but is truly offering the most exceptional care to our community right now, they've just done beautiful, exceptional work. So I just want to thank them. If you all would stand up. If you work at Glennon, my Glennon folks. Come on, Becky. Hannah, Kim. All right, and most importantly, tonight is a very special night. It's my anniversary. So they weren't even going to give me a speaking part, but I said, it's my anniversary. You got to let me come up and show a picture of my gorgeous wife, Michelle, if she would stand, please. I'm not leaving the stage until you stand up, you know, please. All right, thank you. So she met me back when I was selling collection agency services, and she's stuck with me now for more than 20 years, 17 in marriage, and I'm just so grateful to her. Everything that I've ever done has been through her, and she is just a powerful person, and I'm grateful for her. So thank you. Now, the one thing I'll say real quick about Cardinal Glennon is, so we serve about 200,000 kids a year at Cardinal Glennon. If you can imagine, there's about 600,000 kids in our region. And that region is from Springfield, Missouri to Springfield, Illinois. And we take care of every child regardless of anything in the world. We don't care if they can pay for care, where they're from, or what they've got going on. We can absolutely take care of them. And as was mentioned earlier, one of our passions is to make sure that they get to the joy of new experiences. So while you're in the hospital for cystic fibrosis or cancer or even just the common cold that maybe if you're a young child, we want to make sure you have access to as many experiences as humanly possible. And chess is a very powerful experience for our kids to have. And so the Chess Club graciously has worked with our team in Child Life to create access to learning chess while these children are hospitalized so that their memories can be about learning chess or learning music, learning arts, instead of learning about their cancer diagnosis or their cardiology issues. So I just want to thank the entire Chess Club, the Chess Hall of Fame, especially the Sinkfield family, who really have brought chess to St. Louis in such a powerful way. And thank you all for being here and supporting this effort, and I pray that you will raise your paddles strongly later. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Stephen. All right, it's time for us to talk a little bit more about the man who made a lot of this possible, because the Chess Club and the World Chess Club Hall of Fame would not exist in St. Louis if it were not for the co-founders, Dr. Jeannie and Rex Sinkfield. Rex Sinkfield was born and raised in St. Louis. After an early and unexpected death of his father, a young Rex and his brother Jerry moved to the St. Vincent Home for Children. At St. Vincent's, Rex was reared by the Sisters of Christian Charity. He studied hard, performed daily chores, and he found ways to make his peers laugh, and he persevered. Upon high school graduation from DeBerg, Rex entered the seminary. After 3 years at seminary, Rex made the difficult decision to not further pursue the priesthood, and he enrolled at St. Louis University. There he majored in philosophy and business. With his undergraduate degrees in hand, Rex packed his bags and he moved to Chicago to study under Nobel Prize winners Eugene Fama and Merton Miller at the University of Chicago, and he earned his Master's of Business Administration. Rex went on to work for the American National Bank of Chicago, where he helped invent a type of passive investing and pioneered the first index funds, which formed part of the inspiration for his future endeavors. Together with David Booth, with whom he studied at the University of Chicago, Rex co-founded the investment firm Dimensional Fund Advisors in 1981. Dimensional Fund Advisors applies academic research to the practical world of investing, and today the firm has more than $1 trillion in global assets and was recently named Retirement Leader of the Year. Index investing, by the way, has become the most popular form of investing worldwide. As a leader within the St. Louis region and across the state of Missouri, Rex actively participates in civic and cultural institutions beyond his and his wife Jeannie's generous financial contributions. Rex serves on the boards of the Missouri Botanical Garden, Missouri History Museum, Opera Theater of St. Louis Art Museum, St. Louis Symphony, Contemporary Art Museum, and of course, St. Louis University. His most recent accomplishment, both he and his wife, Dr. Jeannie Karen Sinkfield, co-founder, were inducted into the U.S. Chess Hall of Fame for their generous contributions in chess. So congratulations to Rex and Jeannie. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage the incredible and one-of-a-kind Mr. Rex Sinkfield.
Thank you very much, Debbie. That was very kind, more than I expected, but you read it exactly the way I wrote it. So thank all of you for your support and for attending this evening. Each year I'm impressed with the gala, and I'm always pleasantly surprised by what the committee and staff creates and produces. It's absolutely beautiful in here tonight, and it's all because of their work. And I had no idea what the chess club would be when we started it. As my wife likes to say, a chess club? How expensive can that be? But let's recognize and give an applause to the people that really do the work and make everything happen. And that's General Manager of the Chess Club and Hall of Fame, Joy Bray. And Tony Rich, the Executive Director of the Chess Club. And Shannon Bailey and Emily Allred, the Chief Curators of the Hall of Fame. And a quick thank you to Lauren Stewart and her team in developing our donor bases and planning for such a wonderful evening. These organizations, their hard work, their creativity brings programming into the classroom throughout St. Louis and around the world. As you've all seen some graphics in the slide this evening, I would like to point out that it's been 50 years since Bobby Fischer defeated Boris Spassky. The World Chess Hall of Fame currently has an exhibition celebrating that match that all of you should visit and experience. I can't believe, actually, it's been 50 years since Fischer's victory. It seems like it was yesterday. Those of you who are old enough to remember yesterday, you remember that this chess match, as Dick Cavett said, was the most watched competitive event in the history of the world. It was watched everywhere, in every country, followed by every newspaper, usually on the front page of every paper, showing the moves of those games of that day. It was truly incredible. And sadly, we're never going to have another one like that, but we may have some good ones. And I'm also very proud and excited that we have with us Grandmaster Judit Polgar, the highest ranked woman ever in chess. And she's here for her induction into the World Chess Hall of Fame, something richly deserved and overdue. And Judith, although it's your first visit to St. Louis, I've talked with the mayor's office, and you're invited to stay. Well, thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate your support and contributions to these organizations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rex. And now I would like to bring to the stage the president of the U.S. Chess Trust, Beatrice Marinello. The U.S. Chess Trust works to promote and support chess throughout the United States. Please welcome to the stage and to St. Louis, Beatrice Marinello.
What an honor to be here tonight. It is my pleasure to introduce Sunil Veramantri. He's a chess educator and legendary chess coach, and the liaison from the Trust to the Hall of Fame. So, Sunil, could you please come to the stage? Thank you.
Thank you, Beatrice. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I first met Judit Polgar as a 10-year-old when she played in a tournament that I organized at Hunter College Campus School in Manhattan. Of course, she won the tournament with a perfect score. It was already evident back then that she had a presence about her and undeniable confidence in her abilities as a player. Judith is a chess prodigy in the true sense of the word. And not surprising, perhaps, when you consider that as the youngest of 3 chess-playing sisters, she had the benefit of absorbing all that chess knowledge around her. But what is unique in Judith's illustrious chess career is that she competed consistently, almost exclusively, against members of the opposite sex. In fact, when Judith played in the 1990 World Youth Championships in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, the only time that event has ever been held in the United States, Judith played in the 14 and under open section and won the title easily. Judith went on to achieve the men's Grandmaster title at the age of 15 years and 5 months, a full month ahead of the legendary Bobby Fischer. Judith has won the Hungarian national championships and proudly represented her country in many prestigious events, notably in Olympiads and in one World Championship cycle. It's true that Judith and her sisters played on a women's team in the Women's Olympiad in 1988 and 1990 and won first place, but that was at a time when FIDE did not really allow women to compete in the same section as men. As soon as that became possible, Judith qualified and represented the men's team at the Olympiads. But I'm not here to provide a laundry list of Judith's achievements. We all know what a great player she is. You can read all about it when you visit the Hall of Fame. Suffice to say that Judith is very simply considered to be the greatest women player of all time. There's no question about that. It's the only woman to have challenged the dominance of men and broken into the top 10 in the world, achieving a peak ranking of number 8 in the world. Instead, I'd like to talk about two important points in Judith's chess career or post-chess career. In March 2017, she was recognized as a Planet 50/50 champion, a spokesperson for a United Nations initiative that sought to establish gender equality by the year 2030. During her remarks at the ceremony in the United Nations building, Judith echoed the feelings of her father, Dr. Laszlo Polgar, in stating that women could achieve the same as men given the proper opportunities. The second point I want to mention is Judith's creation of the Judit Polgar Chess Foundation and the launching of the Global Chess Challenge, which is held every October in Budapest. This event has grown into one of the most prestigious events in the world. Judith showed that she not only had the support of government, but that she could include the private sector as well to make a wonderful event. And so, with the authority vested in me, I hereby, if I find the gavel, induct Grandmaster Judit Polgar into the World Chess Hall of Fame. And Judith, Rex, Jeannie, and Beatrice, would you please come on stage? Rex and Jeannie also, please. And Beatrice also, please. In front of the podium. Beatrice Vidya.
Thank you very much. It's very touching to be here. I just like to say a few words as it is a very special moment. I believe that to become champion, you need to have grit, to be a person with passion and perseverance. Of course, you need a lot of other things, but I think these two, or without these two, we cannot achieve big results. When I was a little girl, 5 years old, later teenager, a woman, a mother later, I had huge challenges, and but I liked them because I was the character of a competitor. And here is the moment where I want to say a few thank yous, first of all to my family, to my father, who believed that it's possible to have a very different life from other kids, and he was thinking that homeschooling and focusing on one specific field gives you success and happiness. He gave a very special love to the game of chess, and also it was always very important for him that I become also very creative, which I benefited in other fields than chess. Of course, I want to say thanks to my mom. She's a very special lady who gave up everything. At the same time, she got many things by being next to me and being next to my sisters. And up to today, she gives great example of lifelong learning and many other things. But of course, I have to say thank you for my sister Susan. She was a great inspiration as she's 7 years older. So by the time I started to play chess, she was already pretty good player. And of course, Sophia, who is my best friend, she's always cheerful, happy, and the real artist of the family. But of course, I have to thank to the organizers who invited me all along from young age, teenager, as a prodigy, later on as a good grandmaster, to give the opportunity for me to perform and to achieve what I did. But of course, without the opponents, it would be impossible to achieve those results and to create those beautiful games. And of course, I like to say that in this room we have great, fantastic top players, including my friends and ex-competitors of mine. Of course, I want to say thank you to my daughter Hannah and Oliver, who is they are home, and they were already in school when I was still in competition, so they were tolerant and they were also supportive. But most of all, I want to thank to my husband, who is supporting and my biggest supporter of all, and he's standing by me for more than 20 years, whatever ideas I have by 8 years off the chessboard. And finally, I would like to express my gratitude being here in St. Louis, because this city made history by creating a chess club and having the Hall of Fame. And it's having an amazing chess history, showing, for example, now the Fischer exhibition, but continuously contributes to chess, which is, maybe I can say without exaggeration, the most important building in chess right now. Thank you very much.
what an incredible moment. I'm so honored to be here, and I'm also honored to introduce Sharon Carpenter. Sharon Carpenter was born in the UK, currently lives in LA, and is an award-winning broadcast journalist, TV presenter, and producer, whom you may have seen covering the Oscars for BBC America, speaking on the Royals on CNN, or hosting the viral quiz show HQ Trivia. She has interviewed countless A-listers, from Oprah to Meryl Streep to Rihanna. But this may be her biggest one yet. So please welcome Sharon now as she sits down with Judit Polgar.
Why did I wear these heels? Judit, I am so excited to chat with you tonight. You are a huge inspiration. Massive congratulations. So once again, a round of applause for Judit Polgar. Judit, talk to us about what tonight's honor means to you, being inducted into the World Chess Hall of Fame and during your first visit to the St. Louis Chess Campus. It's a big deal for you.
Well, of course, it's a very special moment and day that I did get inducted here in St. Louis to the World Chess Hall of Fame, and because it's a not only acknowledgement but also in such a special location.
Absolutely, and you and I were chatting yesterday. You were talking about how you are the most current inductee into the World Chess Hall of Fame. Bobby Fischer was the first inductee into the World Chess Hall of Fame, and that's very meaningful to you. Tell us why.
Yes, when I saw this, that Bobby was the first one and I'm number 40th in the Hall of Fame, it was special because one of my biggest results was when I was 15, and I broke Bobby Fischer's record. And just a few years later, he was playing the rematch against Boris Spassky. And shortly after that, he moved to Hungary because my father invited him. And he was spending quite a few years in Hungary, and we had some meetings with him also.
Yeah, you got to meet him. Did you guys chat about you breaking his record?
Well,
Becoming
this was
the
not the
youngest
main
Grandmaster.
topic we were discussing.
You avoided that one.
He liked humor a lot, Bobby, but this was not part of that.
Got it. Makes sense. Now, the World Chess Hall of Fame is all about celebrating the history of chess, as well as highlighting the impact it's had on arts and culture as well. Talk to us about how important it is to know chess outside of just playing the game, these aspects of chess as well. And which of these areas are most inspiring to you, Judit?
Well, to tell you the truth, when I was a kid and for several decades, I was very much focusing on chess as a sport. But later on, I also, of course, I realized how rich chess is. And the World Hall of Fame, the exhibitions they have, and of course, I've heard a lot of them before visiting it yesterday. I think it's very important that the game, which is 1,500 years old, that it's not only recognized as a sport, but also how much it affects the culture. It is in many different ways. It's part of not only history of every country, but generally chess connects us in so many different ways. And this museum, this building, shows the diversity, how chess connects generally the society between anybody, different age groups, whatever. You can find something that even if you don't play chess at all, you will find it amazing.
Something you can connect with. And you saw the recent exhibition at the World Chess Hall of Fame, Bobby Fischer.
Yeah, the exhibition here, it's amazing. I even found myself there with the picture, but it
Taking
was amazing.
selfies, I saw some of your selfies.
The exhibition is amazing. It covers many amazing things like handwritings and pictures and videos and audio. So if somebody did not know him, which I barely can imagine, that someone didn't hear of him, but they can get to know him pretty well through this exhibition.
And speaking of amazing, I would love to know, where did you get your drive, your passion for playing chess, for competing, winning, and just shattering records time and time again? Extraordinary.
I believe I got it in the beginning from my parents. They were extremely determined about our education. And then I was somehow very fast in developing. And somehow good scores, win game after game, it does give you a good drive.
That keeps you going, that feeling of euphoria.
Absolutely. I was 9 years old when my first international success was in the New York Open unrated section. And that was a real speeding up my development.
Now, in terms of your chess style, you're somebody who, to a great extent, you love taking risks, didn't you? There'd be sort of the sure bet, but no, you're going to go for the riskier move to make the game more interesting.
Well, yeah, I had quite a rough image. Probably some people, like Levon and some others, may tell their experience that it was sweating when I was attacking them. I had a bad image being very aggressive, but don't think I'm throwing plates at home. No, I'm only aggressive on the chessboard, and which means that I was always ready, or for a long time I was attacking the king. I wanted to make my strategy very much straightforward, and that's how it was.
So when you see that bead of sweat from your opponent, you know you're in a good place?
Well, I don't remember anymore. I retired in 2014.
That's not that long ago.
Well, I have a different face when I was playing, trust me.
Can we see it?
You know, you're not the only one who's asking that, especially when a friend of mine, I was in India, and we were on holiday, and I went to an orphanage house to play chess there. And then my friend said, "Oh my God, I never saw you like this."
Okay, we need to see this face.
No,
Many
sorry.
people know it. No,
I can't do it. I mean, you know, when you start looking chess and you were doing it for 35 years or 38 years, you simply have a completely different flow. Even if I play against someone who is much lower rated or weaker, somehow I do have a different look and face expression.
Okay. So you grew up in a chess household. You mentioned your two sisters, Sophia and Susan, who excelled at the game as well. Can you tell us what it was like having chess ingrained in your soul from an early age? And your father kind of looked at this as a bit of an educational experiment, didn't he?
Yes, he did say this when we were kids. I would prefer saying it that he created a very special lifestyle to us.
Yeah.
The main idea was that we were homeschooled and we were focusing on chess every day with training. In the beginning, of course, it was little. After all, it's a game, so it's not very painful to play a game. But of course, later on, it became more time that I was engaged, and then it was, in the beginning, it was a game. Later on, it became a sport. But at the same time, it was also a huge art, because my style is very artistic. I always liked the exceptional solutions, unexpected solutions, but it was also science in some way, because I had to make a lot of research to be able to play better and better. And the environment I grew up, it was special from the sense that everything was about chess. My parents were always talking about chess, planning new tournaments, new coaches, and in this environment, it was very natural that it was good that way.
And a little birdie told me, sort of be careful what you ask for. Your dad wanted a chess star, and then you beat him blindfolded at 7 years old.
Well, yeah, I was 7 when I beat my father already, and I think he was just happy for that, because he knew that by growing and winning against him, who is an amateur player up to today, he was happy that I was progressing, but after that, definitely I had to have other trainers.
When was that point when you realized, okay, I have the ability to be the best, and I'm going to make this happen?
I don't know.
Did that cross your mind?
At the age of 12, that was the key year for me in 1988. That was really a year where experts could not follow how fast I was growing in my rating points and the success I had. So that was the moment when it was really nice to win 7 tournaments I won, and also it was part of it, the Women's Olympiad together with my sisters. So that was something very special. At the same time, when you're in it from day to day, you don't feel it exactly the way people look at it from outside. So some decade later, when I had bad form, for example, I was looking, wow, I made 12 victories and 1 draw in that Olympiad. Wow, I'm jealous to myself. So,
so it's looking back on it, reflecting back when you realized.
Yeah, then I think it is with every sport person that we are so busy and engaged in the daily training and the competition, that the competition is over, the next day you go back and continue training, that it has to be some time passing when you really say, wow, that was really good.
Wow, awesome. So let's talk about the Queen's Gambit, which a lot of people thought that show was about you. You actually got calls from people congratulating you, didn't you?
Yeah, that was funny that obviously I got tons of interview requests, but also some friends of mine said, wow, I didn't know there was a series about you. Well, not quite, but the end of it resembles my story that I did win against the best competitors.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk about that. But talk to me about what you saw in terms of this phenomenon from the show and bringing so much mainstream attention to chess. It wasn't just here in the US, was it? It was also in Hungary, all over Europe, in the world.
Absolutely. It was a worldwide storm of chess heat and fever. I think there was nothing like that before, but I thought that maybe 50 years ago when Bobby Fischer won his crown, could be something similar to that. But this series had nothing to do with politics. It was just a character movie showing chess in a very interesting, fun way, and what is more important, in a very realistic and authentic way. And well, I was some of the first people who I saw it, because when it came out, I just watched it in one.
Did you stay home and just binge watch the entire season?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but in those days it was not difficult because I think all of us were locked up.
True, true. A little fun fact as well. I know you noticed watching Beth Harmon, the main character, you saw some tendencies and some body language and gestures that looked kind of familiar, didn't you?
Yeah, actually I saw some. I have also some picture which is very similar. And also some people were telling me that, well, there are some similarities, which is could be understandable because, of course, to play it well,
You're studying the best to
how to behave,
act as the best.
But
Yeah.
she's amazing. I talked to her in a small talk. We had a chat. It was amazing how she played chess and how authentic she did it while she doesn't play chess at all. Wow. So it was a choreography for her. I mean, sometimes I had problems remembering moves, so that was kind of interesting.
Amazing. And the fictional character, Beth Harmon, faced a slew of challenges, of course, as a chess prodigy, and then as a woman dominating in a male-dominated world. How much can you relate to that fictional story? And then tell us about some of your own experiences and some of the challenges you had to go through in real life on your way to the top.
I think actually in the movie it was not specifically focusing on the ladies aspect. It was, but in reality I think in many occasions it's more difficult to girls to excel between the men or in open section. This is what I felt. Though I didn't have so many difficulties in this regard, I had my parents who were supporting me very much, which was very important, that they were not limiting me, they were always supporting me in getting better and better at chess. Also my sisters and my coaches. So this was something very important. For me, when I was a kid, of course, my opponents, adult opponents, usually they were never healthy. They always had excuses, headache, bellyache, whatever.
Oh, suddenly call out sick the day of.
Yeah, that was quite normal. But later on, when I became a teenager, age 15, 16, they were still skeptical that, okay, she's a prodigy, but what happens after several years? She's not going to be that good anymore. And then much later already, one of the nicest compliments I received, it was when Anand, the world champion, said, when a journalist was asking, well, what do you think about Judith as a woman player? And he just had enough of these questions as well. She's one of us.
Yeah.
And, well, I fought my way to get the respect from my opponents and competitors.
Got it. And when you said that you heard all these excuses, you mean after you would beat somebody, you'd beat a gentleman, and then, oh, well, I wasn't feeling well anyway, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Got it. How much harder do you think you had to work to prove yourself?
I believe I had to prove myself like 5 to 10 times more, as if I would have been a talented boy. At the same time, I can say that later on, once I got into the top 10 or even to the top 50 already, I got invitations, and maybe I had a little advantage because I was the only woman who was good enough for that level. And, but for me, it was okay because I like those challenges, and it was my mindset that I was ready for that.
Fun fact, by the way, you have beaten, is it 11 world champs, either reigning or former world champs, including Magnus Carlsen, which was a fun game to watch, Blitz game, which is on YouTube, check it out. How does that make you feel?
Actually, that was not the only game I won against him.
Oh! Wait, how? Do tell, Judith, do tell.
The reason I'm telling you, because it was interesting that once I won against him in Mexico in a rapid game, that I had a very bad position, but somehow I tricked him, which was like a shock for him. And
it was the face that you brought out, right? That made him sweat.
And then the one you're recalling now, which you've seen, it must have been in during the candidates tournament when I visited Madrid and he came to Madrid for the last few rounds, and then we ended up for some filming in the Retiro Park in Madrid. And they just wanted to make some shots. As we played the game, we were just chatting around.
Film some B-roll, that kind of thing, yeah.
And when I noticed the winning move, I was just so shocked myself. And when I played it, he was even more shocked. So that was great fun, and it was even more fun that on Times Square on the billboards, we had it for like before the chess festival for 10 days, looping this position.
They were advertising it, weren't they? Yeah, Times Square.
Well, actually, the Global Chess Festival was advertised, but
you were up there in your win.
And this game was there, so I was happy to see them.
Amazing. Well, this is a question that gets pondered upon a lot. What can we do to get more girls and women into professional chess and playing at the levels that you were able to play at? Do you have an answer for that one?
Well, maybe this is the question I'm asked most frequently, and it's the most difficult question to answer, because it's not a 1-minute reply. If I have to reply very quickly and fast, I would say it's education. It's It's educating parents, it's educating the society, it's educating the coaches, because it's not the same how you encourage a girl. Right now, if most of the cases, what happens if you see a 7-year-old girl or a boy being talented, then the girl will be encouraged to become a women's world champion. For a boy, they would say, well, you can get Magnus Carlsen. In reality, there is such a big difference in rating points. It's like if you're saying someone on academic level that for the girls, you can become having a PhD, doctor degree. To the boy, you're saying that you're going to be a Nobel Prize winner. Mm-hmm. So I think the most important thing is not to limit girls, have the same expectations, and moreover, not to compare boys to girls. Just get the best you can. And then I think slowly it can demolish.
Great advice. Because one of your things was you didn't like to play too often in the women's specific tournaments, right? That wasn't your goal. Your goal was to play in the tournaments for everyone that just happened to be dominated by men.
Absolutely. It was my parents who were very supportive on this, that basically chess is not a physical sport, it's a mental sport. So if you get the same circumstances and opportunities as other boys, then you should get the maximum of your level. And basically this is why I could become so much on the top of chess, because there was no limitations.
Wow. Well, you mentioned education. So when I think chess and education, I think kids being taught how to play the game, but it's so much broader than that. And this is something you have focused on with your foundation for the past 10 years. The St. Louis Chess Club as well focuses on the benefits of chess when it comes to education. So talk to us about how broadly chess can be used to teach kids, and what kind of skills are kids learning from this?
Actually, I'm very happy that nowadays I see everywhere that there are great programs running everywhere in the world. Of course, some are better, some are not so good, but there are many different ways how you can have chess in the classroom or even in kindergartens. I mean, preschoolers also you can use chess. And I believe that chess is a magical game for this century and for the upcoming, this next generation. Because with chess, you can develop kids' skills, what they need in other fields as well. And after all, it's a game, right? So during the game, if you just look at the board, they learn how to make strategies, right? They make decisions without noticing it and realizing it. You have to take responsibility. There is an immediate feedback, whether you made a good decision or a bad decision. You have to reconsider after every move. So you always have to be extremely flexible and resilient to be able to get better and change your strategy. I think this is one of the key elements in success of modern age, how resilient you are and how flexible you are to realize the new opportunities and realize what are the bad things you had. And chess can be integrated into classrooms in different subjects like math and other things. It develops also emotional intelligence. So there are a lot of skills which kids can develop without realizing by playing chess that they are going to get better, and they can be better in other subjects as well. They perform better academically. And also I have many friends from all kinds of workplace, from doctors to musicians to business people, who always tell me the feedback also that how much useful it is for them when they do their decisions. And I think it's already proven. And it's fantastic that here in St. Louis, there is a huge hundreds of thousands of kids are involved in the program. Yeah. Thanks to Rex and Jean Rexfield. Thank you. Because this is something I think it's amazing for kids, and it works. So I think teachers also themselves, they realize it, how much beneficial it is for kids. In my foundation, we have 10 years anniversary this year. We have about 60,000.
Congrats.
Thank you. 60,000 kids annually. We have an educational course for teachers, which was completed nearly 4,000 teachers.
Wow.
And so we also experience it that the teachers themselves who use chess as a skill-building tool, that they simply have something that they can fit in all the other elements and knowledge into the chess board or related to chess. So chess is something that I think it will be similar to math, that simply in the future, within 10 years, let's say, let's put that goal, every institute will have.
Well, I learned from you when we were chatting, this I thought was fascinating. It can also be used for to teach physical education, PE, we call it back in Europe, or gym. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I have the Judit Polgar method, and we have 3 parts. It's for the kindergarten, preschool, elementary school, and also the third leg, we have the chess PE, where you have to realize that you have a chess rug pretty big one. And then the kids are going and having different movements on the chessboard. So the chessboard can be in a rock form, or the chessboard itself, it can be extremely motivational for kids.
Ah, it looks like a lot of fun, for sure. Now, I know you also, upon retirement, you told me that you found a lot of your chess skills were transferable skills to everyday life.
Oh, well, I do the Global Chess Festival annually, and some of my friends were telling me that, well, in this festival, I can see your style, your chess style, which means that I'm very creative also when I'm organizing something. I pick the moment, I'm flexible and resilient on reconsidering things. I like original things, but I like to make my preparation as well. So you always have to come up with new alternatives. Whenever the festival is over, the next day immediately, we always consider what were the good and the things which we want to improve. So it's all the time being self-critical. That's also something very important chess can offer to kids also. That everything what I learned through chess and through the competitive person I was implementing it, whether it's interior design, I'm organizing an event or a program or whatever I design, I see the reflection of my chess style.
You mentioned cooking as well when we chatted.
Well, for cooking, when you don't have a recipe, but you have to do something, then you have to be creative.
Absolutely. Well, Judith, thank you so much. Thank you for being such an inspiration. Thank you for showing us what can be done. And once again, congratulations on being inducted into the World Chess Hall of Fame. Another round of applause, please, for Judith. Okay, everyone, so I think we've all learned just how crucial chess is from a scholastic perspective as well as an arts and culture perspective. I'd like you to turn your attention to a short video right now showcasing the vital impact of chess here in the St. Louis community.
I get to basically find all of these really cool connections between the chess world and not just the music world, but the creative space. Yeah, so as part of the music series, I was asked to work with the curator, Shannon, on the Fischer-Spassky exhibit. Just shows how, if nothing else, music can become the soundtrack of the movement, of what's going to be happening at the Chess Hall of Fame and at the Chess Club.
Too many times people don't try their best.
And I think that what I'm most excited about is to see how these two worlds of chess and music fully correlate and integrate together to create an amazing experience for our community. To me, that's more than a good enough reason to support the work that we do here at the Chess Club and within the World Chess Hall of Fame.
Chess and music have some very interesting combinations and very interesting overlaps. As a concert pianist myself, besides the fact that there's so much black and white involved in what both of us do, there's this sense of creativity within a structure. The exhibits are so vivid and present. Even when we have a concert, you can see around you this presence of grandmasters and seminal chess matches that were so important to history. It could not be a more important part of this community and something that you want to support because of the way that it touches all those parts of culture and the ways that you can encounter so many different things and people and experiences all in one place.
It's a science, it's mathematics, it's an art. So I think that is one of the reasons chess should be in schools. It covers a wide range of interests for children. Or at least with my students, they become very real, like people, and the science of life and the way that they move, their weaknesses and their strengths. And they become those pieces, and they practice those moves in the game and in their lives sometimes if they can really get that takeaway, which is a goal for me. Chess is a great experience. And like I mentioned before, it opens doors for students to experience things they haven't before, different from where they come from. And it offers so much to their social, emotional development, especially if we get them very young. So I think chess doing that in schools adds a great support to students and parents. So they need it.
How was that, everybody? Good evening. My name is Rennie Knott. For those of you who have never met me, and I don't know who you are, I'm on every morning from like 4:30 to 7, unless you are a late riser. I just want to thank you all, first of all, for being here tonight. This is a tremendous night that's going to have a huge impact, not just on the chess community, but also on the St. Louis community, on the youth, as well as those who are just looking to better themselves. Because the game itself goes beyond just moves on a board. It really is strategies for life. And what the kids are learning by learning this game is that they can achieve something by using their brains. Not so much by being the best at dribbling or shooting or throwing or catching, but being the best at thinking and overcoming. And not only that, but also understanding the respect that they have for the opposition. To know that the opposition also had to make moves and counter moves. And there's something joyful in all of that. There's something about watching that video and seeing the smiles on the kids' faces to know that this game has indeed changed their lives. Do you realize that 85,000 kids in the St. Louis area have benefited from the World Chess Hall of Fame and from the chess club itself? Do you understand that? 85,000 lives have changed because of that. It is incredible. But tonight we want to make sure that 85,000 plus more lives are changed because of the game of chess. We want to make sure that what we are establishing tonight goes well beyond 2022, well beyond our years, but changes the world forever. You guys with me on that tonight? Are you serious? Are you with me on that tonight? So far tonight, we've had the quiet, we've had the interviews, we've had the, dinner and all that stuff. Now it's time to get crazy. Now it's time to get wild. Now it's time to let your other side come out, because tonight it is about the celebration of the game of chess and what the game of chess has done for St. Louis and for our world, for our communities. So I want you tonight to be a part of this. I would like to encourage each and every one of you tonight to support this incredible cause. We do have tax credits available tonight so that if you are an LLC or have a rental income, you may qualify. That information is on the screens behind me. Keep that in mind when you are considering your donations tonight and the contributions you will make. Paddles with numbers are on your tables. They are labeled with your name as well. So please make sure that the paddle you raise is the correct paddle that has your name on it. Okay? The guy over here has got 8,000 paddles. Everybody at this table is going to make a contribution tonight. So let me see those paddles real quick. I'm not going to tally anything just yet. So put the paddles in the air. Let's make sure we have them. We can see them. Thank you very much. Is your name on that paddle? Okay, yeah. There's only like 2 yeses. Everybody else is like, I don't know. I don't know. All right, I appreciate you. You guys doing well? That's my table over here. Sorry I couldn't make it for dinner, but Mr. Knott had to chill. Mr. Knott had to chill tonight. We've got a number of numbers to give you. And when there is a number that fits you, when there is a number you feel that I can make that contribution, I want you to raise your number in the air, and I'm going to call out that number. Normally on nights like tonight, I would say, hey, whatever is comfortable for you. But because of what we've gone through over the last couple of years, I know that life has been uncomfortable for a lot of people. So I want you to really consider stretching yourselves tonight to make a difference. To make a difference for those who really need your help. Our first number tonight is $30,000. Anyone tonight able to do a donation of $30,000? I've got number 100 right up front at $30,000. Anyone else tonight at $30,000? Anyone else at $30,000? Anyone? I've got over here number 128 at $30,000. Thank you very much. Anyone else at 30? Anyone else at $30,000? Oh, well, let's hear it. Come on. Come on, $30,000. We just made $60,000 in a matter of like 2 minutes. Our next number is $20,000. Looking for a $20,000 donation. Anyone tonight able to do $20,000? Looking for $20,000. Anyone at $20,000 tonight? Anyone in the room at 20? Anyone at 20? No problem, that's okay. Let's move on to our next number, $10,000. Anyone tonight able to go $10,000 with a donation to make a difference, to have an impact on all the kids tonight? See, I need to go way back here, because 104 is way up front. I would miss you by standing up here. 104, 145. Is it 145 or what? 145. Anyone else tonight at $10,000? Anyone else at $10,000? Looking for $10,000? Anyone else at $10,000? Well, let's hear it for $10,000 and our $30,000 donations tonight. Our next number is $5,000. Anyone? Oh, wow. This guy here, Quick Draw McDraw. I said, and he was ready to go. I got number 364 at $5,000. Anyone else at $5,000 tonight? Looking for number 138 at $5,000. Anyone else at $5,000? Looking for $5,000. Anyone else at $5,000? Number 185 at $5,000 tonight. Anyone else at $5,000? Looking for the $5,000 donation at this time? Well, let's hear for $5,000, $10,000, and $30,000 so far. $2,500 is our next number. $2,500. Anyone tonight able to, wow, okay, here we go. Number 142 at $2,500. Number 158 at $2,500. Anyone else at $2,500? Looking for the $2,500 donations? Anyone else at $2,500? Anyone else at 25? 25? All right, let's hear for our donations so far. Who's trying to follow me with a camera? Is it you? Tough job, isn't it? Normally I sit in one place, but now I've got free reign of the catwalk, baby. I'm gonna do that thing. And look at that. A big ass head, isn't it? Anyone? Hey, you gotta have fun when you can, you know what I mean? And right now I've got the mic and the camera. Hey! Anyone tonight at $1,000, looking for the $1,000 donation. Anyone at $1,000, number 349 at $1,000. Number 346 at $1,000. Number 174 at $1,000. Number 149 at $1,000. Number 127 at $1,000. Anyone else at $1,000? Number 173 at $1,000. Anyone else at $1,000, looking for the $1,000 bid? Anyone else? Anyone else? Number 321 with a $1,000 donation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else at $1,000? Anyone else at $1,000? How are we doing so far? Come on, Amy. Give it up. It's like a blues game in here. All right, our next number is $500. Anyone at $500 tonight? Looking for the, whoa, all right, here we go. All right. Testing my eyesight out. Number 328 at $500. Number 218 at $500. Number 203 at $500. Number 213 at $500. 216 at $500. 168. 144. 134. 120. Anyone else at $500 tonight? Anyone else at 500? 155 at $500. And by the way, you're looking very dapper tonight. Just want to acknowledge that fact. Anyone else at $500 tonight? Anyone else? Why is everybody behind me? All right, number 150. Let me step back here. 150 at $500 tonight. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else at 500? Okay, let's hear it. Come on. What you really need to understand and grasp is that, yeah, we're making donations. Yeah, we're helping fund things. But what you're doing are changing lives. Understand what you're doing tonight is changing lives. As we know that our society isn't one that is easy. Every morning I talk about things on the air that I need to depress when I get off the air because, my goodness, it is so depressing at times. But people like you in this room tonight are committing to make a difference. You may not know it, you may not feel it, but down the line, the folks who are going to benefit from this are going to be that much better because of you. You are that player that's stepping up in the bottom of the ninth inning, 2 outs on the board, down by 3, and you hit that grand slam home run. People are cheering and going crazy. There are kids out there that are going to go, my goodness, I'm able to play this game. This game is changing my life. I'm learning so many things that down the line are going to be factors in making me successful. It is because of a night like tonight. It is because of people like you that is possible. So please don't take what we're doing lightly. We're having fun and we're conversing and we're talking about a game, but we're really talking about the game of life. We truly are. I've got 2 more numbers. My next number is $250. Anyone tonight able to go 250? Let's do this. Number 329 at 250. Number 331, 254, 288, 285, 280, Mr. Enthusiastic, 281, 338, 373, 384, lady with a big smile on her face, very happy to be here. Number 146, number 248. Anyone else tonight at 250? Anyone else at 250? All right, I have one more number. Let's see how many paddles we can get up with this last number. Our last number is $100. $100. Who tonight could go $100? All right, here we go. 152 at $100. 172. Let's hear it. 172 at 100. 300 at 100. 269. 241. 275. 232. 287. 248. 371. 186. Anyone else? Did I miss a number? 348, 341, 387. Anyone else? Anyone else? I have to look because I have to spin because I'm way up there and there's people back here and I don't know what's happening. I got 341, I believe. I got 341, I believe. Everybody else? Please, round of applause. No, seriously, I don't know how much money we just tallied up, but I believe we tallied up a lot. I've got one more thing to do, but I left a card down here, so I got to go down here and pick it up. And those of you who don't realize it, Randy Knott's an old man. It's kind of hard for me to move. Got a bad back, got a bad hip. I have trigger fingers. I can't move my 2 fingers on my left hand, but that's not an issue. It's not an issue. People dealing with bigger things. These are small things that we're going to get through and move on and do well with. But we got to take care of our overall community. So tonight we did the fundraiser, we did the Fund to Need. That was great. We did big numbers. But what I want you to do, besides take home a full heart by doing that, is I want you to have the opportunity to take something home that you go, you know what? Look, darling, we're going to get away for a little while. Or, wow, I got an experience to take part in, because now we're going to proceed to the live auction. And to do the live auction, I have to change glasses. I got to put on the readers. There we go. Like I said, Mr. Knott is not as young as he used to be. Our first auction item is On the Ice Experience. Watch the St. Louis Blues take on the Toronto Maple Leafs up close and personal on Tuesday, December 27th. This experience includes 2 tickets, front row on the glass, on the attack side of the rink. Experience also includes Pub 67 and Rinkside Club access, featuring crave-worthy snacks, appetizers paired with spirits, beer, wine. Oh, by the way, parking is also included. That's huge. Am I right? Am I right? You get on TV a lot. More than I get on TV? What? I need these seats. I need these seats. I want to thank you so much for making this contribution. Let's begin the bidding on this On the Ice Experience at $400. Looking for that $400 bid. Anybody at 4? You got to go 400. Looking for 4. Look at 4 now. And you've got 4. Anybody at 5? 5 in the back. Let's go 6. Anybody at $600? I got 5 in the back. I've got $500 in the back. Looking for 600. I have 6 down. Anybody at 7? Looking for a $700 bid. I got 600. I have 600. Anybody at 7? Looking for 7. Anybody at 7? I've got a $600 bid. Anybody at 7? Looking for that $700 bid. I've got 7 now. Anybody at 8? Looking for $800? I have 7. I have 7 over here. Let's go 8. Let's go 8. I've got 7. I got 8. Let's go 8. Let's go 8. I got 700. I have 700. I'm still looking at you. Even though I'm looking that way, I've got peripheral vision. 800 now. $800. Do not let him get those seats. You know you love hockey. He's right across from you. He contributed these tickets. Make sure you get to thank your friend. My God, thank you for this opportunity to go to the hockey game. Right now, this guy's going to go. I mean, he looks like a nice guy and all. I love him because, you know, he's making a contribution. What are we at, like $9,000 on this right now? 9.1 million? $800, $800. Let's go 900. Can I go 9? Look for $900. Let's go to 900. Anybody at 9? Look for 900. I have 800. I have 800. Anybody at 900? Looking for 900. I have 8. $800 going once. $800 going twice. $900 now. $900. Then Mr. Vegas at the back table. He's at the back table, Mr. Vegas. I've got a full house. He's got $900 over 1,000. Can I go 1,000? 1,000, 1,000. Can I go 1,000? Got 900. Looking for 1,000. We got 900. $900 go to once. $900 going twice. Can I go 1,000? 1,000. Got $900. Sold. $900. Enjoy. Was there somebody behind me? They were close. You know what? They need to shout. Shouts, shouts, let it all out. Where's my $900 bidder? Where's my $900 bidder? Number 9, you got a 9? Okay, we got it now. Oh, we got more to go. You keep your hand ready to go. Our next one is the Mizzou Chess Club Experience. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This experience, unlike any other, features one of the hottest teams in collegiate chess. This package for 10 is an evening with the Mizzou Chess Club and more, and more. Now get this, as a remembrance of the experience, you also receive a local handcrafted artisan Mizzou chessboard, marking you as a friend of the team. We can't wait for you to come to Mizzou for this once-in-a-lifetime chance. It's a date for the event to be determined on a mutual agreeable date. So this is your chance to hang out with the Mizzou team. This is your chance to have a very special chessboard made in your honor. We want to begin the bidding at $700. Anyone at $700? Looking for that $700 bid? Anybody at $700 for the Mizzou Chess Experience. $700. Can I get a $700 bid? Looking for 7 now. $700. Anyone at 700? Can we go 700? Anybody at 7? Let's bring it down a little bit. Anybody at 5? Can I go $500 now? Looking for the $500 bid on the Mizzou Chess Experience. Anyone at 500? I have 500 over. Thank you. Thank you. I have to keep stepping back because I keep missing all the people up front. Anyone else? I've got a $500 bid. Got to go 600. Looking for a 600 bid. I got 5. I have the $500 bid. Anybody at 6? Looking for the $600 bid. We got 5. We got 5. Anybody at 6? 5, 6, 6. I got $500 going once. $500 going twice. Sold $500. Enjoy the Mizzou Experience 107, number 107. Baseball fans, you're going to love this. Toss the first pitch in 2023. Throw the honorary first pitch at the 2023 St. Louis Cardinals game. This package also includes 4 field box tickets. 4 field box tickets, plus before the game, you get to step out and throw out the first pitch. We'll begin the bidding tonight at $1,000. Looking for the $1,000 bid now. Anyone at $1,000 for the St. Louis Cardinals Experience. Opportunity to throw out the first pitch as well as 4 box seats. $1,000 is our bid. Anyone at $1,000? Looking for that $1,000 bid. Anybody at $1,000? Can I go $1,000? Anybody at $1,000? I now have number 1. You've got to yell. Hey, I'm over here. Number 120 right now, 1,000. 1,000. Anybody 1,100? Can I go $1,100? I got 1,000. I have $1,000 over here. Anybody 1,100? Look for 1,100. I got 1,000. $1,000. I have 1,100 now. 11. I got to go 12. 12 now. 12. Going to go 13. Looking for 1,300. I got 12. I got 12. Everybody got 1,300. Looking for a $1,300 bid. I've got a $1,200 bid. Anybody at 13? Looking for the $1,300 bid. I got 12. Got a 12. 12 going once. 1,200 to 13 now. $1,300, got to go 14. Looking for $1,400, I have 13. I've got $1,300, but I have 14. $1,300 going once. $1,300 going twice. $1,400. See, I just that pause. I do that pause for that one reason. Give him time to think. I've got $1,400, but I have 15. Looking for 15. Can I go 15 now? $1,500, got to go 16. Looking for the $1,600 bid. I got 15. I have $1,500. Anybody at 16? Yeah, $1,600 at a 17. Looking for 17. I got 16. 16, got to go 17. Looking for 17. I got a $1,600. $1,600 going once. $1,600 going. $1,700. $1,700 going once. $1,700 going twice. Sold. $1,700. Enjoy the St. Louis Cardinals package. Number again? What's 241? Oh, 249. 249. 240. How you doing? Our next number. Ooh, honorary observer experience. Enjoy the experience to walk inside the ropes with the PGA Tour champions as this honorary observer experience at the Ascension Charity Classic on Saturday, September the 9th, 2023 at Norwood Hills Country Club. The package includes VIP parking pass, Club 314 seats, and admission to the tournament grounds as an honorary observer on Saturday, September the 9th. So this is your chance to step inside the ropes to walk alongside the golfers and be right there to listen to them strategize and everything else they talk about as they play the game of golf. Let's begin the bidding at $500. Anyone at $500? Looking for that $500 bid. Anybody at $500? Looking for $500 now. $500. Anybody at $500? Looking for $500. $500 in the back now. Anybody at $600? I have a $500 bid. Anybody at $600? Looking for $600? I got $500. I have $500. Anybody at $600? Anyone at $600? We have 5. I have $500 looking for 6. $500 going once. $500 going twice. Sold $500. Enjoy your time inside the ropes. Number 301. Number 301. No, really, more applause than that. Thank you. Maryland House Happy Hour. Coming soon to 44 Maryland Plaza in the Central West End is Maryland House by Brennan's. For 2 hours, 20 guests will enjoy an all-inclusive happy hour at Maryland House. This is the best seat in the house, along with high-end hors d'oeuvres and cocktails. Now, this will be a mutually agreeable date, but a chance to bring 20 people to the Maryland House and have it all out. Hors d'oeuvres, drinks, and really it's a great time to have an office party to impress not just your office mates, but to let them know how much you appreciate who they are. Let's begin the bidding on this at $500. To leave for that $500 bid, I have $500 in the back now. Anybody at $600? Looking for a $600 bid, I have 5. I have the $500 bid in the back. Anybody at 6 now? Gotta go 7 over here. Gotta go 800. Looking for $800. I have 7. What is that, 1,000? I have $1,000. I have $1,000 right here. Anybody at 1,100? I have a $1,000 bid. Anybody 11? Looking for 1,100 bid. I got 1,000. $1,000. Anybody 11? Thank you for shouting my name out. $1,100 over here. Anybody at 12? Look at 12. Look at 12. Look at 11. I have $1,100 bid. Looking for you. Why do you have me counting? 1, 5, $1,500. $1,500 for the man who says, you know, I'm going to make my own way. I'm not waiting for you to get that high. I'm going to do it myself. $1,500. Anybody at 16? $1,600. I got 15. $1,500 over here. Anybody at 1,600? Looking for $1,600. I have 15. Of $1,600 over here. Anybody at 1,700? Got 17. So $2,000 now. This guy is a shot caller, baller. He just calls his own numbers. I love it. $2,000 over here. Anybody at 21? Gotta go $2,100. I have 2,000. I have $2,000. Anybody at 21? Deliver 21. Anybody at 21? I have 2,000. Man, I look like a big butt. I don't like that camera angle. Who's got that camera? That camera off me right now. I have $2,000. Anybody at 2,100? Over 21 to 21. I got 2,000. $2,000 going once. 21 now. 21 now. 20. Are you even old enough to get in the Maryland House? Can you show me your credentials? You know, not that I don't trust you, but you look awfully young. You're aging well, by the way. $2,100. Everybody at 22. Can I go to 22? 2,500. 25. 2,500. Yeah. Anybody at 20? Whoa! They cut you off? Really? This is your time to exert your authority. This is your time. Oh, no. Okay, maybe next time. $2,500 over here. Anybody at 26? Looking for $2,600. I got 25. $2,500 going once. $2,500 going twice. $2,500 sold. Enjoy the Maryland House, number 364. 364. And hopefully I say this right because I'm not educated on this particular package. Adora VIP luxury shopping. Audra, thank you. Audra. Okay, this package includes a 1-hour private styling and shopping session for you and 2 friends with Audra Noyes Herndon, a Paris-trained fashion designer and founder, creative designer for St. Louis-based luxury women's wear. Audra, help me. Audra. All right, so this is your opportunity for you to be a part of something really special because I understand that Susan Sarandon and Kim Kardashian do this. You're going to get a $100 gift card for each of your guests, total of 3. The package expires on June 30th, 2023. So this is a chance to meet the designer. She will help you go through the steps and get you prepared for the experience of a lifetime. Let's begin the bidding at $300. $300. Anyone at 300 looking for a $300 bid for this exclusive fashion. Thank you very much. Exclusive fashion experience at $300. I have 300. Now anybody at 4? Can I go $400? Can I go 4? Anybody have 4? I have 300. I now have $400 over here. 400. Anybody have 5? Can I go $500? Go 500. I got 500. I got to go 4. 500. Now I got $500. Anybody has 600. Can anybody have $600? I got 5 over here. Anybody has 6? 600 down. 600. Anybody has 7. Can I go $700? I have 6. I have 6. Anybody has 700. Anyone has $700? It's way cheaper than the Maryland house. I have $600. Anybody has 7. Anyone has $700? I got 6. 600. I got 7 now. $700. Anybody at 8? Got to go 8. What? 700 back there. Yeah, that guy. Oh, there's another one. Somebody who's over there at 800. 800, 800, 800, or there's 7. Still at 7 or 800. Okay, I have 7. Anybody $800? I have 800 over the guy over here now. This guy. You missed him. You got him. You missed him. 800 over here. Anybody at 9? Can I go 9? I got $800. $800 going once. $800 going twice. $800 sold. Enjoy. Number, please. 244. 244. All right, I have two more items. 2 more items. Experience the green seats. The green seats. You and 4 friends will enjoy the St. Louis Cardinals game like a VIP while enjoying the perks and hospitality of the most premium area of Busch Stadium, the Cardinals Club as well. The Cardinals Club, a.k.a. the green seats, is located directly behind home plate. If you've never been there, it is the experience of a lifetime. Not only do you get the seats, you have in-seat service. They bring you food, they bring you beverage, and you will get 2 VIP parking passes. This incredible package includes 5 tickets to the Cardinals game on Friday, May 19th, 2023. 5 tickets to the game, VIP parking, green seats, food, beverage included, a chance to take in the Cardinals Club and be seen on TV talking on your cell phone as you wave to family and friends, telling them, yes, I have arrived. I am in the green seats. We'll begin this at $500. Looking for the $500 bid now. They got 500 in the back. Anybody at 600? Can I go 6 down to go 7? 7 now. 7 over here. Can I go 800? Looking for $800 at 800 now. Anybody at 900? Can I get a 900 bid? Looking for 9. I've got 800. I got 9 now. $900. Everybody at 1,000. 1,000 in the back. 1,100. Looking for $1,100. I got 9. Or I got 1,000. I have 1,000. Looking for $1,100 bid. Anyone at $1,100, I've got $1,000. $1,000, anybody $1,100? $1,000 going once. I have 11 now. 11 up here, gonna go 12. We're 12 now, got 1,100 up front now. $1,100, anybody got 12? Anybody 12 to 12? Got 1,100 going once. $1,100 going twice. $1,100 sold. Enjoy the St. Louis Cardinals and the green seats with 4 of your friends. 5 tickets, your number, sir. Number 167, 167. One more item, and then my voice will go silent until Monday morning at 4:30. A custom Fischer Spassky shoes. Show off your love of the 1972 match of the century with these custom designed Nike Blazer shoes. Look at that. Oh, checkmate and everything on there. An opportunity for you to strut your stuff everywhere across town with the most fashionable shoes on the planet. Let's begin the bidding at $300. Anybody out there, you sneakerheads, at $300? I have $300 now. Anybody at $350? I have $300. Anybody at $350? Over $350, I have $300. $350. Can I go $400? $400. $400. Can I go $4 now? Can I go $5? $5 over here now. $6. Can I go $7? $7. $7 over here. Anybody at $800? $800 over here. Anybody at $9? Can I go $900 at $800? I have 9. 9. Where's 9? Where's 9? 9 now in the back now. Anybody at 1,000? Can I go 1,000? 1,000 everybody. 1,100. 1100. I have 1,000. 11 now. Anybody at 12? Are they even your size? Are they even your size? Okay, you gotta keep that. You may have to stuff it with newspaper, but you're gonna wear those things, young man. You know, trust me. If you get those shoes every single day, they will come and they will put them on your feet for you. I have 1,100. Oh, 12. Never mind. I have 1,200. I'll be at 13 for 13 now. 14. $1,400. 1550. Everybody has 1600. Got to go 1600. I got 16 now. Anybody has 17. Got to go. So look at Mom is now holding down the paddle. Do not raise that paddle. I've got $1,600. Anybody has 1,700? Looking for 1,700. I got a 16. You might want to go ahead and grab it. I have $1,600. I have 17. 17 and 1,600. Let's go once. $1,600 going twice. $1,600. Oh! Whoa! Hold on. Just so I make sure I don't get on detention. Is it okay? Okay, it's coming out of his money, right? Okay, 1,700. You got a lot of chores. Oh, and you know you come to my house and rake leaves too. I'll pay you. $1,700 right here. Anybody? 18. Never mind. Never mind. He can really rake. $1,800. Anybody at 1,900? $1,800 go to once. $1,800 go twice. Sold. $1,800. Enjoy. A very special pair of Nikes. Your number? Number 159. 159. Okay, now at your tables, you will notice this extravagant display of flowers and a vase and everything else. If you donate $50, and you're the one from your table that does that, you can take home the display. So it's going to be $50. I've got number 135 is going 50 for hers. Anyone else? Anyone at the table here? Anyone at the tables? You don't need it. I got number 348 for the table in the back. I've got number 275 for the other table in the back. I've got number, I don't know what that is, 138 right here. Number 150 right there. Anyone else wanted to take home the arrangement on the table? Anyone else? Anyone else? All right, you don't need to make the decision right now, but when you do, please let this young lady right here with the notepad and the black blazer and the lovely lace dress know that you want to take home the arrangement, and she will make that happen for you. At this time, I want to say thank you so much for letting me be a part of your night. Thank you so much for your contributions. But now we return you to the more civilized portion of the evening. Please welcome back Debbie and Amy.
Rennie Knott. Thank you, Rennie.
On behalf of the St. Louis Chess Club and the World Chess Hall of Fame, thank you so much for making tonight such a success.
Your generosity truly makes a difference in the lives of children today and in the future. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next year. Have a great rest of your night.
This has been a presentation of the St. Louis Chess Club. Any reproduction or distribution of this content without the express written consent of the St. Louis Chess Club is prohibited.